Hey everyone, welcome to my channel on this last day of July 2026, July 31st, Friday, and just an update here. Got this, what is this, phlox in bloom here, and the petals are falling off, and I haven't seen anything on this, no bees. There's a couple of hummingbirds in the garden. Yeah, I originally planted that as a hummingbird for attracting hummingbirds, and I thought it was red when I first bought it. I don't know if this is like what hydrangeas, where depending on or rhododendrons is, or both, depending on the soil acidity, the color will change on the flowers. But I don't know what this is. I think I planted this a couple of years ago, and it reseeded itself throughout the garden, and then I wasn't certain, and I pulled a couple of plants out, but I kept this one here. And then as soon as it started taking off, I think it was a groundhog. I don't think it was the rabbit, because the stalk was pretty thick. Couple of stalks off there, so I scrambled to get some chicken wire sort of around that. I have to look what this is. This is related to the mint family. I forget the name of it. It's a common plant in the garden, and the bees are going crazy on this. So somebody has honeybees in the area. That's either a blue jay imitating a hawk or a hawk. Echinacea I planted from seed and tried to protect my blueberries this year, but even with, this one here I had chicken wire all the way around it, and I think it was the chipmunks that were getting in between and still being able to get the blueberries. Yeah. Oh, what's that? I got a butterfly bush the bees are on, and also there goes the hummingbird. Got the hummingbird feeder up. Let's just take a look at this seems to attract bees later on. Oh, here's a bee right now. Like native pollinators. I think it takes a while. Yeah. It looks like pollen starts to show up as the flower matures. And let's see, what else we got? Get all this, oh great, the name escapes me. It's a good pollinator. Self-seeds itself, almost becomes a weed. I don't know what that orange plant is. I think I planted that several years ago, and it sporadically reseeds itself. Borage, B-O-R-A-G-E, is that the name? Yeah, I'd like to plant more patches of that, if not for my bees. I'm still holding out hope. I don't notice anything, no honeybees inspecting my empty hives. This here, I can't believe. I planted these from seed. This is Cardinal flower, and look at the size of the spike on this. I haven't noticed the hummingbird on it yet. I had to keep on securing it because it flops over. I always see this advertised as something growing near standing water or, wetland, and I try to really soak it. I think it's probably root bound because there's a bunch of plants in there. But I planted it from seed 2 seasons ago. Last summer. No, I think it went, 2 seasons ago. I think I planted it, and then they sprouted and they did nothing for the all last year. There were just these little thumb-sized plants that stayed flat, and I thought it was because of the soil. I know there was one year during COVID where they couldn't keep up with the garden soil. I think people were buying, so they were pretty much packaging stuff that was mulch. It hadn't even broken down yet. But this is all this year. Of course it's this year. It just took off, and there's a number of plants. See the flower heads forming. I know that the hummingbirds love it because the first season I had it. But this spike here is, I mean, it is in a container, but it's at least 4 feet plant. And I think it's a very short-lived perennial. It's not a biannual, but the plant that I had originally didn't come up. And then I noticed this here. This is probably from seed. This one. Oh, there's another one coming up here. So it looks like I have some volunteer plants there. There's that yellow flower thing. That was from, I think it was from a seed pack from the wildflowers from Johnny's Seed originally. So yeah, here are the cigar plants that I started from cuttings from their mother plant. Got 4 that survived or carried through the winter in the house. Just threw them in here. I haven't planted anything this year because of health. But I think I started a video. I just let it go for forever. There was nothing left of them. I had these. I did a video a long time ago, a couple of seasons ago, on these green onions from the grocery store. And I planted them like last year, and then I brought them in the house. And they were just stored dry bulb. And I kept on meaning to put them in soil in the house and prep for the spring, but never got around to it. And they were pretty much, feeding off their bulb. And then I finally got out here and put them in, and they just, 3 of them took off. I think a couple got, maybe chipmunks dug them up, or they were just beyond being able to come back from. They all had life in their bulbs, but they came back pretty robustly. Yeah, I've got this is an update. It seems like it's shaping out to be a really good year for figs. So we just had a huge downpour yesterday. Good long rain. But I bought a huge pot for this black Madeira. Never got around to uppotting it, and I figured I was going to look online. This is a volunteer plant. Even in the greenhouse here, I was worried that it would trap the honeybees, bumblebees, but no, they pretty much easily navigate in and out of this greenhouse front door entrance. But they're going crazy right now for this plant. Well, let me show you. This is I-258. Is that what it's called? Italian 258. Nothing on it. I started them from cuttings. I had 2 successful cuttings. Another black Madeira. I brought a quarter out. Give you a comparison here. The size here. There's some here. What's going on? I did uppot this one. Watered it with some fresh rainwater just now. Dries out, but yeah, we had a couple of days of 102 and like 104, and it got pretty hot in here. I was kind of concerned, but they seem to have made it. This here is loaded, this side shoot here. I didn't do any air layers. Could have, should have. Another black Madeira. Loaded with figs. Close to 18 figs on this. I potted that. Kind of starting to get some new growth there because of the soil higher up on the bark. This one here is Ative d'Argentile, I think is how UC Davis, and I recognized it. I wasn't certain if I had it or not, but I recognize this. It has a grayish like hue to them. I know that at least the UC Davis one that I had that I ended up getting rid of several years ago, it had a unique like spicy note to it. It was hard to explain. It was like strawberry, but like this spicy note. So I'm pretty sure that's what I bought that, and I forgot to label it, and did label the others. One thing that surprised me is this here I uppotted. Not really a big change from the pot that it was in, but it is just going crazy now that I uppotted it. I wonder if I should even uppot it again. And this is Irene's Black that I bought online, and these figs are just catching up with everything else. They were late coming, showing up, and they're just maturing real quick, and really hardy growth there. Ashia Black I bought from Fig Bid. It's the only fig that I've ever had that had the really good, it's the closest thing to a dried fig from the fig wheels, with a nice seed crunch to it. I think this is also sourced from UC Davis. Yeah, I think it's from someone that I actually sold my plant to. This one here, it's got kind of small figs on it, long neck. Let's see what we got here. Smith. So this is Smith. This one here, I don't know if this is just from, I don't know if this is from heat or it's fig mosaic virus. Let's get some figs on there. But that one stalk there is really different, hardy growth on it right here. So yeah, that's where the figs are. The only thing, the last thing I want to show you is kind of a surprise. Like I said, I didn't plant anything, but I've got this volunteer squash plant that I haven't grown squash, and I think maybe a neighbor last season grew a squash, and the chipmunk was hiding, or some critter hid some seeds. So I got on the north side of the house with a lot of junk piled up. I noticed this plant. I thought it was a weed at first. I'm like, wait a minute, this is a squash plant. And sure enough, something already nibbled on it, so I'm going to scramble to try to get some chicken wire around it, see if I can get a squash from it. Yeah, see this here? This is a good size here. These figs are starting to really take off too, and this is like a, let's see, 24, so 2-year-old plant. Calderon. I got this from the guy's personal website. I think it's in New York. It's a guy I came across his videos on YouTube. He has a tremendous amount of varieties, and he's like in New York and New Jersey. Yeah, this is definitely, I think this is fig mosaic virus. But look at the difference between this stalk and then this branch here. Crazy. Yeah, let's go take a look at that volunteer squash plant. So you can see here, there's a crack in the concrete here, and years ago I tried to repair it, and it just cracked. But somewhere in that crack underneath the pile of wood there, I'm assuming it got into the soil, and well, it did, and somehow it sprouted. And I actually have a small squash on there. This is only, it gets the morning sun and the late afternoon sun. So, yeah, there's a squash forming, and then that's what it ate. It ate a, I think there was a flower on that. So, yeah, see the flower here. I forget how the biology of these are. You have male and female flowers on the plant, right? Excuse me. So I do have some squash forming. So yeah, I'm going to move some of that wood and then cut some of this chicken wire and protect this. Okay, so that's what I put together real quick. Hopefully something's not too determined to get in there. I think it was just a rabbit passing by. And it did not take the end, the growing part of the vine, so clean up the wood pile. Yeah, there's the crack that it's pretty sad looking stalk there, but oh, and haven't had that vine boring moth or worm, whatever it is that these are susceptible to. I didn't see any damage. There's no wilting going on. Didn't see any boring on the vine there. Yeah, so that's pretty much the vegetable I'm growing this year due to a volunteer plant. So this is New England Gardening. Thanks for watching.